All right. Alec, I'd like to welcome you on this evening to another episode of Survivor Thailand.
Oh, well, thank you.
And I'd like to welcome all of you watching to, if it's for the first time you're watching, you are like, I need to see their reaction to episode 10 specifically, then you should check out the other ones. In fact, we're going chronologically through all of Survivor. I haven't seen all of Survivor, but I mean, by the time we get to most of the seasons, I will have seen them.
Yes.
But I've also seen most of Survivor. It's just like there's so much Survivor, you know. And
You can. I was gonna make some stupid quip there. I don't have anything. You keep going.
Great.
You were doing great.
Great. So I mean, in the past we've done reviews of the first 4 seasons, and now starting with Thailand, the best season of Survivor yet. We decided go through every episode. There'll be in the description reaction highlights, and then on here we'll have our discussion, and both are worthy of your time, I think. You know, make the investment.
Indeed. Yeah, go for it.
So it's nice having a fresh perspective on a show that has such a long and rich history. Be able to see firsthand reactions to the beginning of it, you know. So he has to avoid CBS at all costs, so he doesn't spoil anything.
It's a little hard to do that when you're at a bar where they have football games everywhere. But I'm doing my best. I haven't seen any Survivor related stuff, so.
Okay, well, it's out there, and you need to stay away from it at all costs. It's dangerous material we're working with.
Yeah, you know, when we get to like whatever season they're on, 37. I almost said 30-10.
Without saying too much, it's like Survivor is very self-referential with a lot of stuff. It'll talk about reference past seasons a lot, like even really early seasons, like the ones we've watched. And so it's like amazing how it'll reference stuff even in early seasons, and that ties into things. So it's crazy.
Okay.
It's dangerous. Dangerous
Material. It's dangerous to go alone.
What happened last episode?
So there was some power dynamics. They finally actually, I think, was that the one where they finally actually literally merged?
Yes.
I think so, yeah. Clay hates all people who are different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so there was like they showed up. There wasn't really a whole lot that happened this episode. It was kind of uninteresting in that regard.
It was light on content, yeah.
Yeah, Brian's family video was seen by everybody, which was kind of awkward. They were all saying Ted is too solitary because he was like needing to get away. Brian got targeted by Jake. Ken was the possible threat, and of course, he is the one that ended up getting voted out last time.
As expected.
It was very expected. So yeah.
Yeah, the video, everybody got to see Brian's wife doing her private video for Brian, and giving him a tour of their house and shaking her body. Yeah.
For everybody to see, and Clay was really pretty happy about it. You could tell he was
a lot of awkward, man.
Yeah, a lot of like really awkward things with Clay in the editing. Like I don't know like what they're trying to say exactly, but like every time it shows Clay, like my favorite that shot in a previous episode where like Clay is like looking at like he was looking at someone's like
Aaron.
Strap that like
yeah,
it was Aaron's straps on her like bikini bottom, and it was just kind of like it almost like zoomed in. It was really weird.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway.
It's like sometimes you have to embrace the perverse nature of some of these people. You're just like, all right, Clay's not going to be a likable person. We're just going to embrace that this season.
I guess not. So anyway, going into this episode, I don't know, more predictability. Who knows?
Yeah, it's like, can we break the predictability, or will they just keep mowing them down one by one now that they have the majority in the merge?
Well, we're going to see.
And you can see if you go in the description and click the link. All right, thanks.
Yeah, we'll be back soon. Bye.
Okay, so are we skipping the next episode?
Yeah, I mean, the next episode is just a recap episode.
It's a closer look. There's never before scenes.
I don't need to see that. Who cares?
Yeah, but now we're gonna have to skip an episode. Now it'll go in the playlist. It'll be episode 10, episode 12. That's nasty.
It is, but like,
you don't want to see a closer look at the Survivor Thailand.
No,
season?
I don't. I don't care.
Like, great ganja moments.
No, I don't want to see any more of that. Well, here's the thing. Maybe we could just do a short recap episode as our own recap. We could do that instead.
Really?
Yeah.
You think you could do a better job than the show?
Yes.
As a closer look.
I don't care about the extra footage, quote unquote. We'll probably see like 2 minutes of new content. That's how they get you in.
Yeah, we don't need to do a recap then. If we're gonna skip it, we're gonna at least save some time.
Yeah.
Okay, so episode 10, continuing through the Sukjai members, we got Penny voted out.
Voted out. Really, one of two options. I mean, the whole episode was really kind of leaning towards Jake, which made me sad because Jake, as if you've been watching these, he's the person, the man, the myth, the legend that I am supporting right now. So I'm glad that he's still around, and that Penny, who was trying to completely throw him under the bus, was voted out. Other stuff about this episode.
Well, we had, in the very beginning, was the interaction with Ted and Jake. Ted didn't believe Jake that the other Chewy members had told them to vote, or told him to vote Ted. So that kind of is going over Ted's head. So we'll see if if you think of a pecking order, then Ted's probably on the bottom of it, according to how they handled all that. So it could come back to bite him if Jake doesn't do something with that information quick.
If Jake doesn't do something, or if he gets, he might be able to get immunity or something too.
Yeah, actually, we're at the point of no return, actually, because we really should have done this with Penny already here, because now like the numbers not looking good. If you have if you have Brian and Clay together, and Helen seems to be with that. Then you have Jan and Ted a little further out, and then there's Jake. So you don't really have the numbers to break in there unless they get Helen to swing over.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did have the epic reward challenge where in the beginning he's like, all right, grab a partner, go! And Jake got left in the dust.
Yeah, the pick your partner challenge is what I called it. And then I also called it the political challenge. Neither of which were really surprising or interesting. Because
they said it was a physical as well as political when they got to the wall and you had to choose which person to pull up. But it it was like all their the drama they were hoping to have was snuffed out because
immediately
they ended up having the pair from the beginning at the end. So it's like, okay, that's an easy out. I'll take the person from my pair. And then at the end whoever won, which happened to be Ryan, was like, well, I'm gonna pick my partner. Yeah, what else am I gonna do?
and it was just like,
I don't know what they were really expecting there, because I feel like everyone would have picked their partner or felt obligated to, at least at that point.
Yeah, I my statement was Brian and Clay are friends. It's like Frog and Toad are friends.
Uh-huh.
That's Brian and Clay to me. Except maybe it should be Robo and Clay are friends. Yes, Robo-Man and Clay.
He had to fake the emotion of fear when he was on the elephant. He was like, this seems like a good time to emote fear. Show I am human like them.
Yeah. Helen and Jake discussed strategy.
Yes.
And Jake's like, hey, we should do something. And then nothing happened.
Yeah, and that was when you were talking about that Jake needed to make a play. He should have gone for Ted.
Straight to Ted, and then it tried to explain it again. Be like, look, these guys are gone now. I didn't want to say it before, just in case there was too much drama that blew up. But look, here's the thing. They told me to vote for you. They told us to vote for you. That's what you need to do. Because if he can make a play to them and sort of break up some of their trust, some of his trust in his other tribe members, maybe they could do something there. but he didn't do anything.
Yeah, because I mean, you can start fractures. Even with that, you can start fractures, but you would
Yeah,
need both Ted and Helen to jump over in order to even take out one of
it's
them.
true, it's true, but
So it
yeah,
was they were just in a rough spot, and now Jake's still in a rough spot.
yeah, because he's all I am lonesome.
Yeah, do you think he'll be able to get in there, make something
I don't know.
happen?
I don't know. Maybe
'Cause it is kind of like
he
Brian and Clay are running the show.
yeah. I mean I feel like he should try to. He does have seems to have some rapport with Jan, even though he just voted for her for some reason. Um,
He
I cannot figure out why he did that.
just did it because he didn't want to quote unquote betray Penny,
Yeah,
bro.
but like, why didn't you vote for like Clay or Brian?
Well, he probably was
Oh,
just like, let me vote for the person who's gonna get no votes, so it won't matter. But
maybe I don't know.
for sure, I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of random, but
It was irrelevant, I guess. He knew they were all gonna vote.
so can we
Either,
talk about
yeah.
the gang up challenge again?
Yes, and another infamous. We've had this. Have we had it every season? I know we at least had it. Marquesas, and
We had it last season too.
that was Marquesas. Yeah,
Was it Marquesas? Oh, I'm losing track. We might have had it in Africa as well. I don't remember.
Africa. I believe they had in Africa. I think.
I think it's
Yeah.
been in like every season so
I
far.
feel,
Anyway.
I feel like we've had a bunch. But yeah, so I guess the producers are always hoping that we'll get another Marquesas scenario where it'll show the pecking order and have ramifications that way. But that was
Yeah.
like such a miraculous incident,
Yeah.
and now it's almost like they figured it out. So they're like, let's not vote. Let's not all blatantly team up on people. Let's spread out the votes. So it's like you can't really tell the pecking order. It's like, oh, I'll just
Yeah.
go to the next person who needs a torch snuffed. And then,
Yeah.
I mean, we'll make sure that Jake and Penny don't win for sure, but then we'll just evenly spread these and be objective.
Quote unquote. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like these challenges very much, to be honest. I just think it puts people at a disadvantage, even more at a disadvantage.
Yeah,
it's like-
I said it before when we were talking about Marquesas. It's like
Yeah.
you have the whole point of these community challenges is to give the minority a chance to save themselves and shake things up for a week, but this one literally makes it so the majority will win,
Yeah.
and then not only does that not let the minority win, but it lets someone win who didn't need immunity anyway. So it's like,
Yeah. It's kind of weird. It's kind of bogus. So I think the Marquesas situation was cool. I really liked how it ended up flipping the tables a little bit there, but like that's not going to happen very often.
yeah.
Like the circumstances have to be just perfect enough for it to work.
So I mean I think that's a fair enough argument for where the producers are concerned to keep doing it. It's like it's not going to
Yeah.
work every time, but when it does, we get more cases, which literally change the entire structure of the show from there on out. If they didn't do that challenge in more cases, it probably would not look the way it did. It would have kept
Yeah.
going and taken out all the interesting people, like
Yeah.
it was seeming. But yeah, so it's sometimes it's like they think it's worth it if there's a chance you get something really cool from it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, ultimately, usually it's going to be counterintuitive to the underdog story.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
if you-
that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much all I had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had Penny voted out.
Yep.
Was Penny the right move there for them to vote out?
I think so.
Though I mean, Jake probably has a better chance to integrate himself than Penny, because like Penny, they all know Penny's game at this point.
Yeah, they completely saw through her. I mean, I don't think. Yeah, I think Clay may have a better rapport with the ladies than he has a chance with the men. So, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. But we're already in a dangerous spot where it's like they all seem to have this mentality. The men are like, haha, there's two stupid people trying to manipulate us. You know, they're clearly trying to stick together. It's seeming like it's gonna just be sticking with each other.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. We might have to wait until Jake gets voted off to get down to actual politicking again.
Yeah,
but
seeing how Jan and Helen will play the game a little bit here.
yeah, can we get someone to shake things up enough and turn the votes they need against Brian or Clay?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to find out.
So check back next week here on Tarqaron if you want more Survivor Thailand.
All right.
It just keeps getting better. It keeps getting better. All like Sheehan's gone, and now Jake's gonna be gone for sure,
Yeah.
right?
Well, we don't know that. Possibly, we don't know. Maybe he'll walk out and get immunity. We'll have to see.
But he's your hopeful figure right now.
I hope so. I hope he can pull something.
So hopefully he doesn't get his torch snuffed out.
Hope not.
Thank
All right.
you.
So long.
Bye.